players-only meeting that you guys had when you came back from Miami. Blake said that you called it. What made you feel like you needed to call a meeting like that?
Yeah, for me, I just felt like, it's easy for us to hang our heads after 2 tough losses. We knew the stakes. We had an opportunity to, have a share of the conference regular season title. So, we all wanted that. It was in our fingertips, and I didn't want anybody to be dismayed by, the outcome. We still have, tremendous opportunity in the tournament, and, we just want to have our best foot forward moving forward.
How would you gauge the temperature of the room during that meeting?
I would say the temperature was great. Everybody was still locked in at the task at hand and understood that, we still have goals in front of us and that we have the opportunity to continue to write our story, and that was the big takeaway from the meeting.
It seems like things like that, often a guy is trying to yell at other guys, like, come on, get it together. But from the way you described it, it sounds like it was more about making sure everybody stays positive.
Right, yeah, that's all it's about. It's never about condemning one another and being down on one another. It's all about us moving in the right direction. And we took two tough losses. Like I said, it was right there in our fingertips. So just wanted to make sure everybody's still, in the right spirits moving forward.
Everybody, your coach and your player, your teammate have talked about your leadership qualities this season and even last season. Where do you think that's come from? How are you able to develop leadership qualities like that?
I would just say it comes from experience. I've been in 2 different locker rooms. I've played for different coaches. Different standards were set at different places, and I've been able to learn and, use those tools here.
JB, this is your last ACC tournament. How do you manage that feeling with the feeling that you have games to play and control what happens?
Yeah, for us, it's just about, like we've done all years, taking advantage of the opportunity in front of us. And, for us, that's taking one game at a time. And this is a good experience for us to be able to do it in the ACC tournament. I'm not really thinking about it, as far as like, oh, this is my last, tournament personally. It's about, us winning.
JB, I asked Blake about this. I'll ask you the same thing. What would it mean for you to see your head coach be named ACC Coach of the Year?
Yeah, it would mean a lot. The work that he's put in, the commitment that he showed, the type of energy and positivity that he's had, not only this year but last year when it was rough. And then you see, him take that same mindset and make some improvements and be able to implement it here, and us be able to do what we've done this year. He deserves that accolade.
What about for yourself? A lot would consider you as on the short list of ACC first teamer, maybe even player of the year. What would it mean for you to get those kind of accolades?
Yeah, it would mean a lot, the work that I put in, and, a lot of it just attributes to my teammates. None of this would have been possible without my teammates, without us winning. So tip my hat to everybody in the locker room.
Jamarius, you talked about your postseason experience and playing in postseason tournaments, but there's quite a few players on your team that have had that as well. Nellie's played in the NCAA tournament. Blake certainly has played deep into the season. How does that experience get valued this late in the season, and what does that mean going forward?
Yeah, the experience matters, especially now, understanding that it's win or go home. And it just comes down to who's going to play harder and smarter. And, all of us have that experience. So we just look forward to, coming together and putting that on display on the floor.
What have you told guys who maybe don't have that experience about what it's like to play tournament basketball?
Yeah, for the guys that don't have experience, it's just all about us as veterans, just, to continue to pull them along, continue to give them confidence, continue to push everybody to be fearless in the moments ahead.
Jamarius, what can you guys do as guards to help out from a rebounding aspect?
Yeah, for us, we just got to do a better job of crashing in, when our guys are leaking back, getting in the fight, trying to help gang rebound. We see Fetty battling, maybe get in there and throw an elbow in or two, just try to deter some of these guys from getting some rebounds. So that's going to be the challenge moving forward.
Go ahead. After a physical game in Miami, obviously the entire regular season now in the books, how are you feeling physically, health-wise?
Yeah, I feel great. We got a great training staff. Vince has been big with my recovery. And, I feel pretty good going into the tournament. I'm pretty sure the rest of everybody else does as well.
Kind of going home again. Got a lot of people you're going to see on Wednesday?
Yeah, definitely. It's another homecoming. So I'm grateful for, the family and friends that show up and support us.
Jamarius, after the game on Saturday, Coach talked about emotions and how you guys were kind of handling with the loss right after. How would you gauge the temperature of that plane ride coming back? That's not a short plane ride to take back from Miami.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest with you, of course, all of our hearts hurted. Like I said earlier, we felt like we had it in our fingertips. And, whenever you you have something in grasp and you don't, be able to grab it, it obviously hurts a little bit, but, we can take this hurt, and use it as fuel.
How do you balance? I mean, from here on out, it's one and done, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you balance kind of the pressure that comes with that with also trying to stay light, trying to stay loose, and keep things kind of lively?
I mean, we got to do what we've always done, and that's continue to play together. It starts there. We lose ourselves in the game. That's how we've been successful, is we don't think about, the outcome or anything like that. We just lose ourselves in a fight, and we continue to fight for our brothers next to each other. So that's only the mindset moving forward, is continue to lose ourselves in the game.
With it being only one and done, do you feel like that gives you guys a little bit of an advantage? It seems like this group kind of plays its best basketball when its back's against the wall.
I mean, we have a lot of guys in our locker room that hate to lose, and, it seems that, we live for big moments. So this is just another test.
In kind of the same vein, is there a little bit more pressure because of the fact that you guys have won a little bit and you have some expectations behind you as opposed to maybe last year when a lower seeded team?
Yeah, I would say no. We just gotta do what we do, and that's play our game. And like I said, continue to pull in the same direction as far as a collective. I think if we do that, we'll be happy with the outcome.
Thank you.